is going on, guys? Welcome back. Today's been a crazy day. 3% move on the S&P. Yesterday was another 3% move. I cannot really explain why we're moving up. Is this a temporary bounce where we'll meet new lows like we did on September 30th? Who the heck knows? October is starting roaring. Anything is potential at this moment. We have positions that are just doing incredible, and the portfolio is actually up another $500 today. We were up around 16% yesterday and another 10% today. We did absolutely nothing today in the portfolio. We didn't have to. We're well positioned. Stocks are recovering, which is also increasing the portfolio value. Some of these moves were just big, like Beyond moved a good 10% today. You had AMD with another 2-3%, Roku with a 4-5% move today, which is huge. And since we're heavy on these stocks, of course, our portfolio is going to go up. But again, I don't really care about the cash balance here. I don't really care about the stocks. All I care about is our cover calls and puts that we have sold. So basically, that being said, Beyond is slightly higher. We sold these at 95 cents. They're trading at 134. Big spread here. Do I care if these shares get taken? I do not. Beyond is not a stock that I want to hold for the long term. AMD, we're still far from the money. These are 78 calls, and we're far from the money from here. So anyways, AMD's at 67.84. Our strike on these are 75 calls, so we have a long way to go before these get even close to the money. Now again, these are for October 28th, and who knows what will happen between those days. Now the Roku contracts will expire on October 14th, and these are still far off the money as well. So this is in profit. We sold these at $1.95, I believe. I could be wrong, but they're doing good. The Fubo contract are doing good as well. They're up about 50%. Now these are cover puts, so the idea is we want Fubo over 350, so we don't have to touch the stock. It's just sitting margin money that we're collecting revenue from. By the way, if you did not know, when you borrow margin, you pay interest on. But however, if you're selling cover puts, you're not actually using that leverage for that money. So what you're doing is you're trading the margin account, well, the margin balance, and you're basically collecting premium without actually touching the margin balance, which is pretty cool. So again, yes, once the contracts do get exercised and we do get the shares, yes, then it will be charged to our margin balance account. And right now, we're not using the margin account for that, so just free money sitting. I made sure, and Fubo just had a tear since I got the play. Again, this wasn't something that I was like completely planning on, but look at this, 9% today. Let's look at a 1 week chart, just monster move from yesterday. Another 16% move, which is kind of insane. If I knew that was going to happen, I would have just bought the shares, right, and made more money on it instead of buying the cover puts. But I didn't expect this happening. I don't really care. So basically, these are probably going to expire worthless if the market does continue to roar on the upside. Keep in mind, we haven't made a deposit. We're going almost on week 2. I'm just making the portfolio work for itself. Again, it's much slower. Obviously, adding more cash and liquidity, we can do more plays, but I feel fine and comfortable where we are. Eventually, we're going to get rid of these Beyonds. Hopefully, the contract for the Beyond call actually fills and, they take these shares from us. That'd be great. Then I could actually open up and buy a nicer position, a stock probably around the $30 to $60 range. Maybe we want to add some Square, some Disney, who knows, whatever we can get our hands on, and just have another solid investment on the portfolio and just sell premium on. So again, that's that. The market just, it was amazing at open. We had a pretty big gap, 1.5%, and we just ripped up another 1.5%. We kind of just floated around in this 378 range, didn't really break out much further. And then right about midday, right after lunchtime, the markets declined a decent amount. It wasn't nothing major, but it was a 4-point drop, which is typically a whole days of gains on a regular market. So it was noticeable. And then obviously they bought the dip and we made newer highs, and we closed today at a daily high, which is very bullish going into tomorrow. But again, this was really difficult to trade, right? So if you're a day trader or an option trader, whatever you want to call yourself, and you're trading and the market open, what do I do? Oh, let me get calls because I don't want to fight the trend. Sure, you could do that. So you bought calls, you made a decent amount of money here, and then what happened is throughout the whole entire day, nothing happened. And over here, the market dropped, and you're basically at entry where you got in at open, and typically with data and volatility coming in factor, those contracts are down. And then if you didn't get shaken out, you held on, you would have made a slight profit. It's one of those days where it's really untradeable. You're not able to trade because, again, whatever you trade, you're either hitting the gap, which is likely going to get filled, or the continuation, right? Like for example, if we gap up 1.5%, what's the likelihood of us moving another 1.5%? It's pretty rare. So yes, you could have made money early on in the market. You had to buy basically the first 30 minutes of the market. If you did not, after this candle here, it's just flat chop and basically closed around where it opened typically like around 10:30. That being said, but yeah, I mean, there isn't much opportunity regarding trading naked options. Again, there is certain plays now. If you look, that's just the S&P, but the market overall, I mean, you had some really big moves in a lot of names, but it was mostly growth names. It wasn't big tech did well, but not crazy. Banks, I mean, big moves, 5%. Tesla slacking from the bad news it had. Look at Coin, 12-13% up. I mean, ARK as an investment ETF up 7.60%. I mean, this is a big day, and the momentum is definitely going to the upside. It's really difficult to determine, is this going to hold? I mean, look at Peloton, 18% move. I mean, these are just monster moves. Ideally, what brings tomorrow, it's, nobody really knows. Are we going to get another 3% move? It's unlikely, but we could definitely crack that 380 tomorrow, most likely. And then the sky is the limit from there until more bad news comes and then more Fed involvement, and we'll definitely drop down. But anyways, guys, if you guys have any questions, as always, you guys can go to our Instagram account at SellTheDip. Send me a message. If you want to check out our website, visit our website, www.sellthedips.com, and a lot of cool stuff there. Our historical performances, look at our membership options, whatever you want to do. Buy gear, it's up to you guys. But anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here, and I want to hope you guys bring your helmets on Wednesday.